So, welcome to F1 here at the South African Academy Online Racing. Well, let me tell you, it's rain at the moment, and I can tell you now, a lot of people wondering what's going on here in Italy. It is the GP of Italy taking place here on the South African Academy Online Racing. We just want to have a look at exactly what's going on, so let's put you over to the camera view. At the moment you can see the guys are still in the pits, obviously unexpecting this downpour, so they will be getting themselves up and ready to drive, and let's see what they're going to be doing. I'm sure wets will be on for the qualification session. Remember, we do not predict the weather. That is all done by the game itself. And I can tell you now, it's on dynamic, and that's the situation. What a lineup this evening, guys. So excited to see this. And I can tell you now, it's going to be an absolute smasher this evening. And yeah, as you can see, Gav Pig in, Devon, the Judge Man, Weza, we have Springbok Gamer, we have TNB Wazzy. Nice to see Wazzy back in. Ranger, good to have you back. We got the Muna, and obviously we've got Joe, we've got E-Boucher. Hugh, nice to have you on board. And then we got the D-Man 16, nice to have you back, David. And then Nesmax, Dirk, also good to have you with us. Ronald, nice to have you with us as well. And Vino for real, also in the grid this evening. So we have 14 drivers this evening, and that's going to be really looking forward to a big one. And what's up for play? It is the Italian Grand Prix. We're going to take you through and just let it go. 15 minutes odd to go, so 16 minutes normally for qualification. As we're looking at Gav Pig, because he's coming out in the Ferrari. Him and his teammate Nesmax doing pretty well at the moment. You can see, looks like he's got intermediates on, but we can obviously go and see exactly who's got what on at the moment. Decisions, all it is on and about. There we go. They're all on the intermediates now. Ooh, shaking up that Ferrari, Gav Pig is at the moment. Off onto the grass at the moment. Oh, he's sliding around. Gotta take it easy. Could get himself penalized. But he seems to have it under control. A little bit wet this evening. There we go. Nice comeback there. Let's see them. Oh, what are you doing? I tell you what, that is not good. Let's go to Devon. Devon's on. He's in the Haas. Number 6 for Devon. Could be Rainbow 6 for him. Definitely. Oh, it's going to be wet as heck. And you can see the guys already just looking of how they can just control these cars and keep them on the track this evening. And let me see what's happening. So, on board with Weza at the moment. He's coming through start and finish. And he was on an outer lap. So now in for the real deal. And you got to be so careful at the moment because of the track conditions. But I'm sure that's going to be probably looking a little bit summery just now. I can see the cloud and the sunlight coming through. So obviously we're hoping that it's not going to be for too long. And we'll give these guys an opportunity to get themselves going again. Let's have a look. There we go. So teammate of the Muna back. Great to have him back. And let's see what he's going to be up to and what he's going to be venturing this evening. Let's just go out and cover what's going on. Yeah, just to get those tires nice and warmed up as well. A little bit of a wiggle there, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, under these conditions, all you want to do is actually just set a time anyway. So just big up on all the subscribers. Thanks very much for subscribing to the channel. We're bringing you obviously the element of the F1 2019. And it's always great to have you watching this channel. And we really appreciate all the effort that's gone through. I do see that I've got it still on the 7th. Dry race obviously. Oh, that's great, thank you there. Semi wets for qualifying. Thanks Ronald for the information. Always good to have that on board. Always the pit crew feeding us with a lot of information, but one of the drivers this evening feeding us with the information, letting us know exactly what's on. So thanks Ronald for that information. And I'm sure it's going to be a dry race all the way through. The guys just have to get through this first quali session. And I'm sure that will bring them back into the fold where it's nice and dry and able to get some high speeds going. So as we are on with TNP Weza at the moment, you can see he's handling it quite beautifully through that S at the end into turn 1, turn 2, and then coming into turn 3 here. making some space, ensuring that he's keeping tight in that line. You can see almost where most of the drivers have been driving, so nice and dry in that area. If you go a little way off, you're going to have a lot of grip missing, and you'll obviously be going in or off the track. So, yep, great stuff to see that. They're coming up on a DRS zone that's just around this corner. Here's that DRS zone. You can see somebody off already, but I'm sure they're going to be back on the track this evening, giving it all they can. So very nice driving, as you can see, with the Muna at with TNB Wesa at the moment. Oh, a little bit of a slip sliding away, but brings it back quite nicely there. Love to have seen the top shot of that, because that would have been interesting. But as you can see right there, really going in, and there's the broadcast view. I was going to say there we have a nice little overview of broadcasting at the moment. So coming through and up into third position. Very nice job from Wazzy as he comes around now through that first section. I think he's going to just take it easy now, because he's already done quali 1, and that is definitely a problem handed out. But nice to see the Muna with a 133.84. A 133.84. That's excellent, especially on the intermediates. And the D-Man, very nice done there, David. Comes in at a 131.485. So very nice for his second time racing with us here at the South African Academy Online Racing, SAA, as everybody is now starting to call it, SAA, South African Academy. Yeah, what a way to go. So I'll keep you up and informed. Sorry, just looking at controls and making sure the stream's working, and sound. If the sound's good, let me know, guys, please. It's always good to have an indication if the sound is working perfectly, and hopefully not too loud, but just that we make sure that we give you quality sound and quality commentating when it comes to this event this evening. So I have noticed that there's no engine sound at the moment, but I'm sure that will be sorted out once the quali session is over. On board with Hugh Boucher in the Renault this evening. Oh, and that's what happens when you just lose it onto the grass, just a wincy little bit, and obviously that's what can occur. Whoa. It looks as though I might have to go for some speech therapy just to get myself all worked up and functioning this evening. So, yeah, great comeback by Hugh Boucher there. And just behind him at the moment, it looks as though it is Springbok Gamer. Who has not put in a time at the moment. Lots of people going off the track at the moment. I think he's going to give way. No, in actual fact, it's not. It's actually the Munna, I think, that's out there trying to improve on that time, that blistering time that he's already done. Or it could be a Wazzy. I didn't see the number of that motor vehicle. So, yeah, the session, retiring from the session. So, we're going into quali number 2 after this, just under 5 minutes. Yellow flag out, so a lot of the guys just trying to keep the car in a good place at the moment, and obviously not have too much to deal with. So we'll see what is going down in the next couple of minutes. So the Munna putting in a 129.631 on the intermediates. Wow, what a session he's having here at Monza at the moment. Beautiful track to race, lots of speed. DRS on now and into 8th gear. Here he comes through. He's obviously looking for the marker boards. Make sure he gets this nice and tight. Does a beautiful in to the left, comes sweeping. Just got to watch yourself going out there, and he does that absolutely perfectly. You can see, obviously, just going through 1 minute odd to go, and it's going to be a great race to watch. I promise you this evening, Nesmax, the Munna, as well as TNB, Weza, those are two teammates, and they're a second away from each other. So Nesmax has a lot to do this evening. Obviously to maintain that championship lead, because the Munna is a few points off. So we'll be very much watching the two in this particular field, that is the Alfa Romeos, as well as the Nesmax in the Ferrari this evening. So can't wait to see what's going to happen. All going down, as I mentioned, about a minute to go. And we're going to be watching what's going on this evening with these drivers. They're all waiting, anticipation to see who's going to be the champion of Italy this weekend. So still some rain at the moment happening here at the Grand Prix. It looks as though Gav Pig's still in, so 13 drivers still in the qualification number 2. And obviously just making adjustments out on the road at the moment. Here we're on board with the Haas at the moment. It's obviously Devon that's out there at the moment. Oh, and I don't want to even go to some of these guys because every time I go to them, true as coconuts, they get actually out of shape. So I hope it's not the commentator's curse at the moment. That the guys are able to control these cars. It is a little bit difficult at the moment, but I was hoping for a dry race, and I'm sure it is going to be a dry race. That's the information that I have on the stream at the moment, so that's going to be an interesting to watch. And everything is working, thank you. Can't hear the cars. Yes, I've already sorted that out, I think. Hopefully in this session I'll just keep an eye on that. But thank you, Ronald, for the information. Always good to have feedback from you. There we go. The sound is back. A little bit of problems sometimes with the sound, but obviously back on track at the moment. And as I said, on with Devon. And there we go. The Muna puts up a 129. Nesmax coming back there. Wow. Also with a 129. 918. And then we've got Jose and his teammate with 130, 132. So that's also good. And nice job from Vino for real. A 133. 133. So all is good and looking up for this GP here in Italy. We're at the Monza GP track, and I can tell you now, wow, a great drive. Oh, once again, just too much on the power there from Devon. He's got to just control it, and that will bring him back as we see the Wezer coming past at the moment. Let's just go up to him as we go on board with him this evening, and let's see how he's doing. He's coming up to the 100-meter board. Here he goes in, tucks in tight, just clips the curb there, and then straight down, looking at the markers board, comes into the 50, and then turns in, tucks it in tight. Nicely done by Wezer once again into the 50, also just slightly on the curb, not too much, and then going down. And it looks as though he's slowed down dramatically. It might be out of fuel, or there is a warning coming up. So there we go. Devon comes past him at the moment. It looks as though he's handling it. Okay. Not too bad. Speeding up a little bit, just coming around, making sure he's got the lines. That's all he's looking for. On the curb again, not too far across, because if you do that, the car starts to lose its shape and then could be fatal for the motor vehicle. So nicely done here. Comes up to the 50-meter board in, tucks in real tight. Now gears down to 4th, acceleration operating, and then it's a go up into start and finish, which has just been done. And I think just obviously getting used to the car at the moment. And that was a 129.938 that was done there. So Nesmax squeezing in between the two of these guys at the moment. It looks as though Gav Pig is still in the pits this evening, as well as Springbok Gamer, Ranger, and Hugh Boucher. So Devon puts on a 158, Vina for real 132, and looks as though it is the D-Man 16, that's David. He puts in a 131, and then nice from Ronald LaRue there. Ronald, nicely done, 131. And then Jose putting in a 130. He's in 4th position now. We've got around about 7 minutes 7.5 minutes left in this quality round, and then it's going to be watered down, or should I say tanked down, to round about 10 drivers, and then it's all who is going to be taking pole position this evening. And I think a lot of people are hoping that there's going to be no rain for the third session, so it looks good at the moment. So what a race it's being put together by the Muna at the moment, because Quali 2, he's come up with a 1:28.931. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the quickest I have ever seen on this track under these conditions. And his teammate, wow, not doing too badly either there at a 1:29. So lots to show here, as you can see Nesmax coming in third position now. And wow, what a Quali 2 that was to watch, just to experience it. Unbelievable. Now we're hoping at the moment that Quali number 3 will be in the dry. So let's see what it's got to do. Is there anything to do with this particular field at the moment? Yeah, nothing really incidents wise. Yes, lots of incidents. Obviously we've got strict track conditions, so we've got to watch what's going on, but not too many terminal damage obviously done there. And now we come into Quali number 3. Still rain, and I'm hoping that this is going to be the last we see of it. A lot of the pit crew members are obviously wishing the rain away at the moment, and we'll see how it goes down now as we come into Quali number 3. This is to see who is going to take podium position, and there you can see Devon, Wazi, Ranger, the Muna, obviously Jose, David there, the D-Man. And then Nesmax, we've got Roland, and we've got Vino for real. Fantastic job these guys have been doing in this weather. The others just out of this session. Very difficult conditions. Quali number 3, we've got round about 11 odd minutes to go. And then we'll know who's taking pole position here at the Italian Grand Prix this evening. Let's stay on board with Wazi at the moment. Let's get into the cockpit area with him and see how he goes in this one, as I'm sure that he wants to be on pole position this evening to make himself the pole position leader, because that's what pole position means, guys, obviously, duh. And I'm sure that it's going to be quite an interesting one in this weather. But see, as I've seen so far, obviously the Weza has handled himself in a great manner with a 129 in the last session. So yeah, those intermediates taking a heck of a burning at the moment. And the reason why is because we're still with wet weather here at Monza, the Italian Grand Prix here on SAA. That is the South African Academy Online Racing League. This is the esports league. Remember, this is the league where we have no assists, and that means no assists at all. And the guys have to obviously do all of the setups, make sure that they get themselves through this race with no driving lines, no brake assists. All the no-nos are on. So we'll be watching and with anticipation to see who's going to be taking this Grand Prix this evening. Great to have so many people involved this evening. Always fun to watch. If you are watching, give us a thumbs up on the stream. If you've got followers and teammates that you want to get them to watch you guys, please make yourselves available, get yourselves liked, and obviously push out the stream to as many people as possible. Lovely to have you on board with us if you are joining us via the stream. So unfortunate to see that the Muna is out of this Quali 3 session. Don't quite know what happened there, but obviously his teammate now goes to the top of the log. At the moment, 129.557. I can tell you now, thrusting away, making sure that he's on top there. I'm pretty sure that Nesmax is not going to be lowering his standards by no means. I think he's going to be trying to get himself into that top spot, and let's just go on board with him. As you can see, the rain coming down on that motor car at the moment, and you can see he's really in the groove here, coming through start and finish. Does he take the position? Yes, he does. Comes back, and look at that time. It is unbelievable. That there is a 129.554, and the Weza TMB Wazi, should I say, he actually put on a 129.557. So incredible. I mean, that is just unbelievable how he's found that time. So I'm sure that Wazi is not going to be giving up. I think here he is right here, and let's see if he can come back. He has just under 1 minute. Oh, and he's going to lose it. That is going to be difficult for him, and being the gentleman he is, he does get off the track, doesn't come back on, lets that gentleman go through, who is obviously Vino for real, who's actually third fastest at the moment, to get past him and try and put in a better time. I mean, that is pure sportsmanship shown, and that's what it's all about here on the South African Academy Online Racing. Wow, I'm not having a good evening this evening with the commentary, but I'm hoping that I've got enough breath saved for the actual race, which is going to start in approximately 40 odd seconds from now as the session ends. So let's see what happens. Let's just go on with Wazi, just to see him go down and see it all ending up, as he will start second on the grid this evening. So there we go. Ranger ends up on 7th position on the grid positioning this evening. I think tight one for him. But there we go. Nesmax on top. Was he in second? Vino for real. Nice job from him this evening. Third. Fourth is obviously Jose. David, the D-man, in fifth. Ronald, well done to you. Sixth position. Ranger in seventh. Eighth is Devon. And ninth is the Munna. So he's going to be on the grid. Ninth position. Even though he did not have a time there. So we're going to see now what's going to happen. Hopefully sunshine is the announcement that I've had, and there we go. It's going to be sunshine, so we're very glad to see that this evening. Lots of drivers waiting in anticipation to get themselves on the track this evening and drive as quickly as they can. So we'll be watching this evening, seeing how they're going to be doing, how they're going to be going down there. You can see the pits ready to go. Everybody looking for the state of affairs this evening. And we are just waiting for the drivers to line themselves up and get themselves ready to go for this Italian Grand Prix. So we're waiting for the drivers. And we've got round about 7 seconds to go before the session starts. And it's going to be an exciting one to watch. So don't miss out this evening. Make sure you like the stream as well as watch what is going on this evening. And obviously we're going to start off with a formation lap. And then we're going to start down and see what's happening this evening on the SAA, the South African Academy Online Racing. And I tell you what, it's going to be a biggie to watch this evening. As you can see, guys making sure they're going to be in line to put themselves first off the line and then get themselves in that fantastic position of getting themselves to win this Grand Prix this evening. So sound check is there. Everything seems to be on top of its game. And excuse the pun there, but it looks as though it's going to be a good one. 27 laps to be done here in Italy. So glad to see the sunshine, because I tell you what, that session of getting themselves into a position, especially on a wet track, hats off to these drivers, because it is extremely difficult. But all good and well to watch these drivers this evening. And we're all okay, it looks like it. Nobody's made any errors so far, and that's a good thing. It might be a good idea, just quickly while we're waiting for these guys to come through, is to see what tires they're fitting. And there we go. So Nesmax is going to start on the super softs. Wazzy is also on the softs. Vina for real's on the mediums. It looks as though mediums for Jose. David's on the mediums. Ronald's on the softs. Ranger's on the softs. Dylan's on the softs. The Munna definitely on the softs. He's got to get up there quite quickly. Wezer, he's in mediums, and Springbok Gamer mediums, and then Hugh Boucher softs, Gavin on softs, and obviously the Judge 03 also on stops this evening. So as we go down just to watch this Grand Prix from this angle, let's go. The lights are on, the lights are off, and we are gonna be going, and there they're off, going through there. That delays obviously what's taking place. It looks as though Ferrari's way out in front. It looks as though they're going to be looking for that braking zone to get themselves through. You can see there Wezer coming in and making sure, obviously an opportunity to get past is what they're looking for. I just wanted to go back to the field there. You can see obviously Gavin's moved up a position. And coming through now, as we see these Ferraris coming through, all coming down to where we are. And just to see there, a little bit of an incident coming through on position holder number 3. I think that's Vino for real there. Obviously making sure he's coming through. So let's just go on board to see where we are. And let's go one back here on board with Vino for real. Maybe just to have, let's put on some information for you guys. That we can see exactly what is going on. There we go. 3rd position now. And all down and flat out down the straight here. Obviously coming into the first lap to be completed. And you can see there, was he still a little bit behind? Let's have a look and see where we are now. Because here's Muna right up into 4th. From 9th to 4th. What a position taker this man has been this evening in Sector 3, coming through nicely done. Obviously those super softs making it all happen for him. And there's a slight mistake there. Obviously going through. Vina for real's just got to watch himself. He's got to get himself out of the way there, which he does, because now we have the contenders out. Unbelievable stuff. As you saw there, we watched it all happen in front of us, where Wazzy came through there. Nesmax, nicely done from him. He obviously conceded that position, but I don't think it's up at this point in time. I think all happening right here. Here's the Muna coming through, and let's go up one position now. And let's get on board with him at the moment, because here is now the dogfight all happening. As you can see, wow, we're all going down at the moment just to watch these 3 drivers coming through. Maybe just put on the hub just to see if there's anybody that we can be concerned about. But no, it's a terrific race so far. 2 laps done of this 27 laps, and I can tell you now, wow, it's all happening at the moment. You can see Muna's up there, even the D-Man ahead of his mate there. Oh, I think he's pitting. Yes, he has. He's obviously, Jose's had some issues there. He's gone into the pits at the moment. As you can see him coming out now. Is he going to join this race? And where is he going to join? And what tires are they going to be putting on? Because now everybody tightly packed together. As we're watching Nesmax at the moment, on board with Nesmax. And you can see just in front of him is Wazzy handling himself. As always, a little bit of dirt there, you could see that. And I mean, what a race this is going to be, guys. We've got to just get ourselves together. As you can see them coming down into this S on the 50, comes out, really makes sure that he's in that position. And this is a quick track concerning, and just to give you some understanding here, this is going to be into start and finish. This is the last corner before start and finish. There's the pit lane just in front of you there. So here we go. And what a lap it's been so far from these two. As you can see, coming up on him at the moment, the Muna looking to see if he can get past. Yes, he's got past there. He was looking to see if he could do it, and he did get himself. But here comes now a fight back to see if he's going to come in front, because Nesmax looks to go on the outside but does not get past. But does he get past now? No, he hasn't. He's at the tuck-in way in. A sensible move from Nesmax there. Sensible move coming through now. And obviously what a great race to be watching at the moment. This gentleman is definitely the place to be to watching these two at the moment. Just on board with Nesmax again, just to see where he is. Facing off as he sees the Muna after his teammate at the moment, really pushing down the throttle to see if he can get himself up into that position where he's going to be leapfrogging. He's going to look for that DRS zone and see if he can get past, because that's where it's going to happen. You can hear how this Ferrari is being pushed to the maximum, and what a race this is turning out to be, ladies and gentlemen. And what a place to be watching as we go ahead now to see how this is all going down. At the moment, a great drive from these drivers. You can see the Munna pushing as fast as he can. Just let's skip up maybe one position just to see if we can come back. And there we go. I just wanted to make sure. You can see the lap times on the top right hand corner at the moment. Ooh, bit of a real take there as the Munna is pushing that time. Let's see if he's going quicker than he was in the last sector. And as you can see, a little bit on the grass there, but holds it nicely. Is that affecting the time? Because I can tell you now, was he, should I say? Oh, I don't know. I'm getting it all wrong this evening. Please forgive me, was he? But it's just so exciting to watch at the moment. I'm just having such a blast watching this. Obviously, you can see the times with the other drivers, obviously going for the mediums. Obviously, they're going to get a little bit longer distance out of those tires. But the guys that have got the super softs on, their whole intention is to make sure the yardage between them and the guys that have got the mediums on is going to be lengthened. And here we go now. Does he manage to get himself up into that position where he can use the DRS? DRS was coming up in a couple of corners times now, and you can see how exciting it is. And guys, what a fun race this has been so far. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. It's such a pleasure to have you and bring you this racing. This is definitely the most superior racing on console in South Africa on PS4, and we're proud to bring it to you here on the South African Academy Online Racing. We're just so proud to bring you the F1 Series esports and hosting by the South African Academy Online Racing. So thank you very much for all the support and all the subscribers. And as we go through, you can see now the Munna pushing to get ahead now. Is he on the inside? Is he going to break, or is he going to go? Yes, he's going to break in there, and he tucks himself as he takes now the lead of this race. We've got to have a look at where the Munna was positioning himself, because I can tell you now, Wazzy is definitely going to come back. Let's see what he does under braking on the 15 mark. He comes in. Is he going to sweep round? Yes, he's going to tuck in tight, and he's going to keep it going. Wow, absolutely unbelievable. And let's not forget this gentleman who's so close behind them. It's Nesmax out for the win. This is fantastic driving by these drivers. There they're going 2 by 2. They wanted to go through that corner. A little bit of a back off from Wazzy, just to make sure that he didn't interfere with that driver. And that's what that was just such great driving. And what a little bit off there. He's going to lose a little bit, and that means now he's going to be losing some time on the Munna on that, but maybe he comes back a little bit wide. He's pushing it a little bit harder, you can see there, but that's obviously slowed him down now because Nesmax comes through. Is Nesmax going to take this one? It looks as though, yes, he does get past him, and here it is, as you can see at the moment, but he's going to go tight. Is he gone too wide? Yes, he's gone too wide, so therefore Nesmax is conceded that position, and now Wazzy comes back. Nesmax, where is Nesmax now? He's right behind him looking for that. Obviously you can see some really exciting racing going up in the front here. Not to forget the other races on the track at the moment, because there is some changes being made there. Springbok Gamer, unfortunately, he's out of this race. Don't quite know what happened there, but he's out of this race, unfortunately. And I'm just looking down this. Oh, it looks as though Wazzy has also gone into the wall there just in front. Hopefully comes back in a big way. But now this means that Nesmax, too much pressure. He takes over the second position. Let's just go back and have a look where he is. Yes, he's back on the track. That's great stuff. Wow. And now he's a second behind him, so he's not giving up at all. He's going to look to come back in a big way. You can see the fairing is still on, so I don't think it was too bad. But obviously he did lose it quite dramatically through that turn. But this has given him a little bit of work to do, because now he's got to catch up, and hurry up is the pace there. Now let me just tell you, it looks as though this gentleman, and I'm going to go down to him now, there he is, Weza has gone up a number of positions. The detail not being shown, but I can tell you now, he was way down the grid. He's now coming up, and he's just being so consistent on those lap times, you can see there. And obviously you can see now the Ranger, he's obviously just gone up a position on Boucher. There's Boucher in for a pit stop at the moment, so let's see what Hugh's doing. He's putting on long lives. He's putting on long lives. He's putting on hard. So he's going to go to the end of this race from lap number 29. I guarantee you he's going to finish on those tires. And maybe that's actually a good thing. Here comes the judge, man. He's coming out. Is he going to be able to take him? Yes, he can. We have to watch there. Ronald was a little bit off the track. I'm wondering now what's going to be taking place. Let's have a look at Ranger. Nice to have Ranger back in the driver's seat here at the South African Academy Online Racing. So it's good to see him back. And there is Vino for real. Vino for real is on the mediums. He's done 8 laps on these. The rest of the fellows have done round about 9 laps on those softs. So there is some changes that are going to be happening quite soon. And here, just to give you a little bit of an indication, you can see there, he's not too far behind that third position. And I'm sure he's going to be looking for any opportunity to get past and to get himself right up along the trackside with these drivers. So he's going to be looking, making sure he's just got to come a little bit smoother through there. There's on the 50 mark. He's pulling in. He's got it tight. He's going to be a little bit wide, but still on the curb. He's coming back now, and I just want to go because he needs to get himself up to that DRS and make sure he's coming in there. So let's not forget the front battle at the moment, because here we go with these drivers looking at any opportunity to get by. As you can see, following up on Nesmax's tail, and we're going to go on board with him again just to see if he's going to come round. Yes, he's coming round. Is he going to be tight? It's going to be tight, and I can tell you now he's going to be looking to slingshot him. But there you go. Nesmax goes in for a overall. I think this is a clear strategy to get himself. There are the mediums coming on, and I think that was actually quite a good idea. He wanted to get himself in to change his tires first so he can actually get himself and remain in front of this race. As we're coming now, you can see probably Dirk has just come out, and as you can see now, yeah, Dirk falls behind Wesley, as you can see now, popping it up and getting himself into that position. So great drive from him at the moment. So let's go back on board with the Munna as well as TNB Wazi to see where they're going to be ending themselves up in this race at the moment. Do they make a decision to go in and change the tires? That is the question now. And oh, you could see there's a little bit of sliding. 10 laps on these tires is really, really heavy. And if you look to the right side now of that front tire, you can see they are not where they used to be, because you can see he's sliding a little bit out. Is he going into the pits? Yes, he is. He's going to go into the pits. Is he going into the pits? No, he's going to stay out. And I think that may be a strategy decision, because they are teammates. So I think he's given them the team orders. You stay out, Boyke, because I'm going in. And obviously the Munna, almost the leading contender out of these two drivers for the championship. I'm sure he's made his decision to get himself in, to put himself into that position. Now I can tell you now, great drive from these guys. So we're hoping now just to see who's going to be where, because he's about 16 seconds. No, he's 3 seconds. Only 3 seconds. And this is now his 11th laps on the medium. So there is going to be some decision coming. When do I go in and change these tires? He can do about 17 laps on these tires, but I don't think he's going to leave it that long to get out there. I think he's going to probably look at lap number 15, because the Munna is 16 seconds behind. So, you know, he's caught up quite a bit. He's in third now, so he's come through. I mean, there you go. He's flying past. You can see those tires are heavily worn on lap number 11 already. But Nesmax, here's Nesmax. Nesmax in 5th position at the moment. He's going to look which side does he go. And it seems as though that Ferrari has got himself, yeah, he's going to let him go. Is he going to let him die? He's going to go back. You can see him coming up. There he goes, up in front of him. And there you go, he goes past. So he's back up to third. You can see those are new tires. So he's definitely going to be quicker. Nice job from him. And I'm just popping backwards and forwards to see where we are. Now, quite interesting, because I didn't realize that the D-Man has taken now this position, and the reason is because Wazzy decided to go into the pits and I missed it. But he's on the mediums now as well, so he'll be coming back strong. And I just want to pop the camera on out to the outside. Lap number 13. Wow, what a race this has been so far. So you can see obviously all of these guys. Lap number 12 being done by Weza on those mediums. When does he come in? So building up the energy, that's now the case at the moment. And this is the thing now, because the D-Man, David's got to watch himself. He's got to bring those energy levels up on that hybrid and all those batteries as much as he can at the moment, because he's only sort of dwelling around about 24%, 22% at the moment. So that's going to be something he's going to have to watch out for, because as he needs to, you'll see, I mean, it's a long swifting. He's going to go under braking now, build up that energy as much as he can. He's gone into number 1. It looks as though, who is that? It is Gavin Pig. You could see the Ferrari standing there. He's left the session. He's out of this race. Unfortunately, Gavin out, and he's not having the best season of all. I mean, he does so well to get himself into that positions, and obviously just losing it there, and I'm sorry to see that because he is such a good driver, and obviously we're just hoping that he could actually this season finish a race, because I don't think he has. I think obviously Ferrari looking at him as well as his teammate to see what is going on and what they can do and develop and get themselves into the right space in order to finish this race. So the Munna, on board with the Munna at the moment. Let's see where he is on the track. There we go. Coming through. He's in the second sector. Time factor, just to have a look where he is. Is he up or down? Very, very nice. Coming through. Ranger got a penalty, 3-second penalty. So there's Nesmax, and was he right behind him? A little bit up on the curb there. So lap number 15 being done by this gentleman. And I can tell you now, when does he gonna go in? Because there is a 12-second lead. It is nice. He's gone in now, and that's what I thought. But now it's got to be a quickie. It's got to be a quickie, because I can tell you now, you can see that session coming through. I'm just trying to make sure. There it is. He's coming past at the moment. He's out. There's 2 drivers that have gone past him already, and we're back up. Oh, at the moment, as you can see, coming into the bend there, he definitely takes it. Lovely stuff. Oh, a little bit wide there, Nesmax. He's going to look to see if he can actually come back again now. Wow, what a drive this has been, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, because wow, it's been some fantastic racing by these 4 or 5, actually 5, 6 drivers on the top here, and it's been a real festival of driving as we're watching all of this taking place. It's just great to watch, and wow, you can see now, looks like the Munna, with the Munna coming through now. He's got 4 seconds. He's obviously past the back marker. Alfa Romeo driver coming through now. And wow. Obviously pushing through now, pushing the times on. And what it is all happening. Oh, gotta watch yourself there, Munna. But there comes in the fastest time. And who is it? It's Weza. Oh, don't do that. Oh, the Munna is just devastated as we were on board with him. That is his race done and dusted. I'm sure he's not happy about that situation because he has just put himself out of contention in this particular race to win this GP, but also get a whole bunch of points for the championship. There we go. What an event it's been happening so far. Unfortunately, the Munna out of this race, and wow, it's just been so terrific to watch this evening. Was he up now into first position? He's got to do it for his teammate this evening. He's got to win this one. Nesmax not out of it at all. He's definitely pushing. He's done 9 laps on those mediums. Oh, a little bit off there. Is this going to be the one that makes sure Nesmax comes through? Because he's in the DRS zone now. And he could actually come through and see himself coming through the session. Definitely something to watch now. As we come on through. And wow, here it comes down the long straight here at Monza. The Ferrari is expected to do well here this evening, as well as the Alfa Romeos, by the way. Another Italian brand, Alfa Romeo and Ferrari. And here they are, both leading this race at the moment from the front. Brought to you by SAA Esports Season 5. This is the no assists season. And wow, it's been a great spectacle to watch this evening. And all of the action. Unfortunately, we were on board with the Munna when he had his fatal attraction with the wall. And I mean, it's just one mistimed concentration and you're into the wall. So here we go, down, looking to get close up on the DRS system. is what Nesmax is going to be capitalizing on. Can he do it? And I think the best thing we can do at the moment is go on board with him at the moment to see him coming through, because we're on lap number 22. This race is not over yet. I can assure you it's going to be really something to watch, because it looks as though Wazzy has the fresher tires compared to Nesmax. Nesmax has done 11 laps on those mediums, and Wazzy has done 9. So there's a 2-lap difference. Is it going to affect the outcome of this race? And we saw that Wazzy had made a mistake. Oh, and there we go. Almost Nesmax makes a similar mistake as what the Munna did there. Really too much on the power, but you can see trying to get through and trying to get himself. He's obviously distanced himself now from Wazzy, and obviously that is an important one to watch. This gentleman not too far. You can see the two drivers in front. He's now obviously 5 laps on those softs at the moment. Strategy going, and here we go now, because he's coming up on the judge man. He's going to let the judge man, lets him get through. Very nicely done. He's 21 seconds off the pace there. This gentleman, ooh, as we come on with Vino for real at the moment, he's not doing too badly at the moment. He's really looking to come back. And 6th position is Ranger. He is in the Williams this evening. Jose, right down the back there, he's wanting to come in a big way. He's really looking to push himself up there in car number 30. And obviously wanting to make sure that he's coming up there. Hugh Boucher, there he is at the moment, coming through start and finish. And wow, also very consistent. He's going to make that 8th position. Here's Ronald also looking quite nice in that Honda. Devon, Justice calls, and Devon is all. Here he comes in, and here's the judge, his teammate. Really looking to see where he's coming through now. The Munna's out. Let's go back on board with this gentleman at the moment as he's coming through. He's looking for that position takeover, because it's lap number 24 of this 27 lap race. And really pushing things is a way to go with these drivers at the moment as they're coming through. Fantastic driving it's been all this evening. I mean, it was very tough through the qualification rounds. And these two have been going at it full throttle. And wow, what a competition it was with the 3 guys up at the front. That was the Munna, Wazzy, and Nesmax. Obviously looking to see the rookie of this season, obviously going to 2 new drivers. I can't single them out. I've got to make them. That is the D-Man as well as Jose. They're the rookies coming into the season. And they've really set a precedence for all of the new drivers coming to this particular league. Wow, some great driving. As you can see there, lap number 25 of 27 here. And it's just, I haven't been able to get away this evening, even for a water closet break, because it's just been so great to watch. I probably won't have a voice tomorrow, but it's going to be worth it. watching these guys coming through. There we go, just off the pace a little bit off there, but he's back on. And you can see how close it is. There it is. Oh, here, this could be the one that comes through, because you can see as he's going down the outside, he's caught the DRS. Is he going to get in front? Yes, he does. Nesmax takes on lap number 25. He takes the lead of this Italian Grand Prix for SAA, the South African Academy Online Racing Championship Season 5. Here brought to you right now. You can see Nesmax sees that opportunity, but I'm telling you now, it's not over yet, because lap number 26 is in play. As we get up a nice helicopter view of these drivers. Does he go into the inside? No, he doesn't. He's going to look to see if he can come around him on the outside, but doesn't. He's not close enough. And obviously that distance at a disadvantage to Wazzy at the moment. He's going to be looking now. I can tell you now, it's all going down to this last couple of sections, and we're up in the helicopter at the moment looking to see where they're coming through. Back down on the ground camera just to see him coming through, because we're going to see that 50 marker board coming up. And I tell you what, at the moment it looks as though it's going to be a three-way race, because here we go, where we've got David coming, as well as Nesmax and Wazzy, all looking. There are so many possibilities for them at this point in time. Lap number 15 done. Is this going to be all? He's going there pushing like crazy to get themselves up into that position, because we're not finished as yet. We've got one more lap to go in this race as we watch these guys coming through. Definitely some opportunities as we're coming on board now. You can see we go back. Yes, he's coming through. He comes through. Thank goodness for the cough button, because wow, I was absolutely coughing there as I saw that move being pulled back, and Nesmax has dropped another place. Unbelievable. Nesmax not happy with himself, I can assure you now. A misfortune there, because now you've got David coming through as well, but I don't believe it's over now. I don't believe that this is done and dusted. I believe there's going to be a change, and it looks as though Vino for real also now out of this race, unfortunately. Don't quite know what happened there, but he's also down. Oh, this is all going to really be an interesting one. I think now just preserving till this car's done. Does he finish? David comes on to the podium position. If he keeps it all together now, he does, but I think the tires are the problem, and that's because he's done 16 laps on these tires, and as you can see, first, second and third, fourth. Big up to Weza. He's come back really nicely done, and just to give you an indication of where that is all going down, I can tell you now, it's been an absolute race of this entire season. You can see there we go. Just holding it back, really getting my breath back, because it's just been an absolute fantastic race between these, and as I said, 5 drivers. Well, it's been an absolute festival of racing. That's what I'm going to say. Festival of racing. Watching these guys, wow, it was absolutely brilliant to watch these guys do what they did this evening, and we're so proud to have them on board with us here at SAA, which is the South African Academy Online Racing. And I can tell you now, as they go up now. Nesmax finishes in third. They're going to put him in the pits now, and then we're going to see the podium. And there we go. Alfa Romeo on top there as he takes the Italian Grand Prix. There are the three cars. Celebrations galore. And I tell you what now, David, well done. Third position for you. Nesmax, Dirk, well done. And then obviously Wazzy, all done and dusted. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the stream this evening. I know it was a tremendous evening of racing. Obviously lots of incidents, little bit of collisions. I think you got the warning. Yes, he got a warning there. But it has been an absolute watch and a drive to see. There was the stops, there was, and I think the extra point is actually going to go to Wizza, I think, this evening, because he did take that time and crush it. So it was lovely to watch, guys. Thank you for watching the stream. It was absolutely marvelous. All done and dusted. We hope you have a good evening and a fantastic week. And all I can say is God bless. And we'll see you next time on the South African Academy Online Racing Esports Series, Series 5. And if you want to get in touch with us, please do so. Do keep that website open as well as the Facebook page. And it's been lovely having you on board with us. God bless, and we'll see you next time here next Sunday. 2 races to go, and this season is done.